Yo, what up? This is Butter, representing Los Angeles, California. I'm a music producer, beat maker, talkbox player, and also a popper. I started making music in 2016 of January, so it's been about a little bit over 3 years now. Um, uh, of course, first I was a popper, I was a dancer, and then I got into music. My boy Kid Boogie, or AKA KB, he's the one who actually kind of pushed me to get involved in making music. In the beginning, when I first started making music, I actually thought that I would be making more hip hop, since I grew up to a lot of hip hop as well as funk and R&B. But most of the time, I'm actually making funk music, not just for dancers, but for everyone to just enjoy and listen to. So, I mean, if you ever listen to my music or my albums, it's not popping beats. Well, some of it is, but most of it is more or less just music for everyone's enjoyment. When I started making music, I started to pay more attention to details within the songs. It wasn't just always about the one and the two, which is the kick and the snare anymore. I started paying attention to more different grooves, more percussions, and different instruments that were being played within the music. So when I related that to dance, it was actually, I had a better ear for what was actually happening with the music rather than just paying attention to the one and the two all the time. So I think making music, it actually helped me grow more as a dancer as well. It made me pay attention to a little bit more detail in both, in everything actually. I mean, when it comes to the different styles and the pace that I'm doing, I'm not rushing anymore. I feel like I'm doing things at a better pace and paying attention to smaller things that's going on within the music. So it's actually making me a better dancer as well. So I think that's like the biggest thing that changed. Other than that, I mean, if I flip it, it's actually making me pay more attention in my music as far as what to use, the different instruments that I could be using, the different things that everybody that is listening to my music, so I'm giving them more to listen to, and also, giving them more variety. It's like dancing, to be honest. I mean, there's days where you really feel it and you're really productive on a song. So I mean, I've done a song literally in like one day, compared to other songs where it takes me like 2 to 3 months just to finish one song. So it varies really, and it all just depends. But overall, for like, let's say for like an album, I mean, my first album took about a year, and then the second album that I did, it took about almost 2 years just to, a little more than a year and a half for me to make that album, and come out with that. So I mean, it takes time, and it's not just about like making the music. It's making the music, and then on top of that, it's mixing, and then whatever post-production that needs to go into it as well. So it's a long process. My overall goal is to continue growing with music. Again, I started off dancing first, and I mean, I've been dancing for years and years, and it took lots of practice, and I still think I'm growing in dance, and I'm going to be treating music kind of the same way. I'm giving, I'm going to keep an open mind to everything around me. I still listen to a lot of different genres today. And with some of the ones that I don't even like, which is like played on the radio, I mean, no offense, it's not my thing, but I'm giving it a chance, so I'm trying to take in even the things that I don't like and trying to not put it towards what I'm doing, but being mindful of what I'm doing to see if I'm gonna relate to that particular sound in the future or not, But my overall goal is to help people, help myself, help other people grow, give knowledge, kind of like the same thing with dance, and that can also translate to music. Yeah. So when it comes to the music, I think it changed a lot in terms of today, where people aren't putting the time and effort into searching for the music. I mean, for me, I've been collecting music since I think I was like in 4th grade. I had influence from my older brother and sister. They listened to like a lot of hip hop, rap, some funk, some G-funk, um, all the way to like soul and R&B. So I mean, I've had an ear for it. So I mean, I've always been able to go out to like record stores when I was younger. I never bought records, but I used to buy a lot of CDs, and I actually have um, 2 big cases full of CDs still at home, and like a hard drive that's full of music that I actually purchased and supported the artists. So, and I think that's one big thing that people don't do today is they don't 100% support the artists. Whether it's buying a record or sharing the music. I think now today a lot more people are just downloading the music for free, and that kind of affects more or less like the artist side or the producer side or whoever created that music, because at the end of the day they're working hard, or we're working hard to get every little detail and working hard to put out music that we love and enjoy, and this music is actually for you guys to enjoy as well. So the way it affects us is, people may love our music, download it for free, but they're not sharing it. They're not, buying a simple MP3 for like 98 cents or 99 cents or whatever you want to say, like $1. I mean, for me back in the day, like 4th, 5th grade, junior high, I was buying single CDs for like $5 each. And this isn't even an album. Albums used to cost $17.99 up to like $25, depending on how much music is involved in that album. But but in today everything is based off of the internet. Everything's based off of download and sharing. I mean, it's as simple as you can download something from like Amazon Music or iTunes Music and simply share that song with somebody from your phone without them having to pay anything. And now they have a song for free, So I mean, as much as possible, I would say, at the end of the day, the support isn't there. The mutual respect isn't there between artists and listeners or viewers with that music. I think the biggest thing is, since we grew up in the dance community as well, we always showed support to one another, right? But I think in the industry, or the dance, like dance battles and whatnot, there's always a lot of talk about not enough music, or there's never enough new music. And you have people like us who are making the music, for these people or the DJs to play at, club events or battle events itself. And I think one thing that dancers can do in general is just go out there, get to know the artist, get to know where the music is coming from, and show a little support. Whether it's not like we're asking for like millions of dollars, but a nice like dollar per song is fine. You know what I mean? And it's not a lot comparing to like how much music is being out there or how much music is being out there downloaded for free. As far as supporting one another, it can go as simple as a comment, or we use so many different social medias. There's Facebook, Instagram that we post on, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. There's just a bunch of different platforms out there where you can show some type of support and love. Even when it comes to likes, let us know that you're enjoying the music that we're making. Don't just download it and then run away and never say anything to us ever again, because it's like, how do we know? There could be songs that I made that thousands of people could have liked, but they never interacted with me. They never let me know that they like my music. You know what I mean? So it's as easy as just one simple interaction to show us that you support what we're doing. I think you're always going to have a handful of people who think that battling is a sport. Anybody that's competitive is going to take it that way. But if you even go back then, you listen to music back then, nobody made popping music. It's always been about just music itself, and whether it was funk, whether it was breaks, whether it was, hip hop, it wasn't based off of battle. It was based more off of feeling, And even when it came to clubbing, that's what they played at the clubs. Times have evolved, but people can't forget that before a battle, it's always a dance. At the end of the day, everything is based off of our own creative freedom and our own expression. So, I mean, whether it's music, dance, design, you know, whether you do graphics, whether you DJ, it's all an art form. And I mean, you can't have, I mean, you can have one without the other, but I mean, the support means so much, you know? So, I mean, it's very important that we support each other in what we do. Because, I mean, without music, you would have nothing to dance to, you know? Without music, you wouldn't have anything to sing or rap to. You know, without DJs, you wouldn't have battles or club events, you know? So at the end of the day, I think it's all about supporting one another and showing, you know, showing each other love about what you do. Shout out to the homegirls from Finland, all for funk. This is Butter. Peace out.